What's going on, guys? Got to review the Denon AH-D600, otherwise known as the D600. Sometimes if you see on the forums, people refer to these as the D600. I actually do a lot too, but it is the AH-D600. I packaged it all back up so you can see what it's like in its native form. A little bulky, you know, they don't fold up, but this is a nice case, soft case they come with that from my experiences has kept them just fine. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the portability of them. As long as you can fit this in whatever backpack you're carrying it in or whatnot, it'll be fine. Yeah, so let me pull these out of here. I put both the cables in there just so you can see that they both fit in there. There's one long, very heavily shielded cable, and there is also a short cable with Ipod controls. So this is the long guy. This is normally what I use at home with my desktop amp and DAC. Very, very nice cable right here. I mean, it's top notch for coming with the headphone. These are fairly high end, so it's you would hope that they would give good cables with it, and they did. This is the Ipod cable. Apple remote has these regular 3-button, very nice terminal connectors. So high quality all around from Denon, as expected though. One thing I would appreciate are some cable organizers, because these, as you can see, these things just kind of sprawl out all over the place. I'll just lay them back here for now for the sake of getting on with it. But anyway, it's all plastic construction. This is actually what they refer to as a glass fiber on these ear cups. I think that must be this part that they're talking about, because the rest of this is plastic. And memory foam on the ear cups, and yeah, so leather up here, nice white stitching on there. Very solid design. They're a little on the heavy side. They're 365 grams, so they're not the lightest headphone, but I haven't even noticed it, so not really a big deal. Yeah, it does have a left and right terminal, so you've got to have their proprietary, well, not really proprietary, I mean, you can get a regular cable, just make sure it's left and right channel, single channel into a dual stereo jack. Yeah, build wise, they're I get a little worried sometimes because they are a little on the heavy side, and this plastic region up here, I feel it's a little flimsy sometimes, but like I said, I haven't had any problems with it thus far, and so we'll burn that bridge when we get there. But it's just been a great headphone so far. Comfort wise, it is hands down one of the most comfortable headphones I've ever had in my life. I can't say enough about this memory foam. Once you have them on for maybe 5 minutes, it's like it's fully conformed to your head. You hardly even know it's there. It has just a perfect clamping force and perfect memory foam right here, and your ears sit really deep inside this cup. They don't touch anything, unlike some other headphones. That's one thing that really bothers me about circumaural headphones, is when your ears don't actually fit in there. I have a little above average size ears, so it can be difficult to find a really comfortable headphone, but these are it. I mean, it doesn't get any more comfortable than this, and I love this foam padding, and Denon killed it. The headband, I don't notice the headband too much. There's been a couple times after about an hour, maybe up to 2 hours, where I've noticed it, but just a simple readjustment on my head, and it's all better. I mean, they do tend to settle a little bit on your head, so you gotta, just a little readjustment fixed it all. It wasn't a big deal at all. But yeah, they are a little angled, the drivers, and these also pivot just ever so slightly to get that really secure fit, these ear cups. So overall, just a very comfortable set. Sound wise, they are, I hate to keep going on about it, but these are honestly one of the best headphones that I've tried to this date. Now, a lot of audiophiles will bash these headphones, saying, oh, you know, people that are into a flat EQ, or they're looking to studio mix with these, not a good idea. These are a musical headset. That is why they are in the Maniac series. I would definitely recommend these to somebody like me who's just looking for a set of headphones that can literally play all genres just perfectly every time. I mean, it's I can't say enough about the highs, the mids, the lows. If I had to ding these in one area, it would be the highs. They are as crisp as you would want from them, but sometimes with some music they can appear a little bit in the background. So keep that in mind. It's not so far the really highs, it's more the highs to the high mids, in that range. So yeah, but the bass, just tremendous. The bottom end is very textured. There's many levels when it gets low into the bass region, and that's what I love. It's great for watching movies if you're into watching movies with headphones. Denon, obviously a big home theater company, so I'm sure that went into the development process. But yeah, all ranges of audio, just phenomenal. I've tried it with the FiO E11, my FiO E07K or E07K, the shit audio Magni Modi combo, and it just does phenomenal with both. Oh, and let me tell you, it is 25 ohm impedance and is very easily driven on your iPhone or Android or mobile device. Whatever your mobile source might be. It's very easy to drive and sounds great just straight off my iPhone. So don't feel like you need to run out and buy an amp for these guys either, because it sounds awesome. But it accommodates an amp very well, so keep that in mind too. Yeah, overall I would rate this probably a 9 to 9.5 out of 10 on my scale. Like I said, I am not an audiophile. I just like listening to music. So, and I listen to a lot of different genres, so it's hard to fill that gap sometimes. The Audio-Technica M50 has been one of my favorite portable headphones, and I've actually been dragging these on the road with me because I just always want to listen to them. It's worth having a little bit of extra bulk in my bag to have these with me. Just design, comfort, and sound wise, they are a great set. They retail for $499, so $500, but you can find them many places online for around $400. Amazon warehouse deals has them off and on for really good deals. Those are just when people return them, or they're refurbished models, or all kinds of stuff on Amazon. They'll tell you what condition they're in, you know, like new or excellent or good or whatnot. They'll have a screaming deal on them once in a while, depending on how many they have in their warehouse. But yeah, those are the ones that they get back there. Seriously suggest you go deal shopping for these, because there's a lot of varying prices on the internet. I mean, when you put them in different categories, they are well worth the $400 if you just bought them brand new from Amazon. So keep that in mind, because these blow the smoke out of any Beats I've ever heard. Any the Sennheiser Momentums are in the same price range, just about. Way better for my taste than the Momentums. The Momentums have the mid bass, but they just don't have that low stuff. These get down there, and they have the mid bass. So that's what I love about them. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what the M50s. I still love them for the $120 they cost. They have to be amped though. I have to have one of my FiO amps with those M50s. But these, I could listen to them just on my iPhone as is. I love the amp with them, but I don't have to have it. The M50s, I have to have it. So that's a big difference. Obviously, those are a lot cheaper, but I like to use those to compare, because most people have heard the M50s before and they can relate to it. So anyway, that's about it. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up down below. And yeah, it is the Denon AH-D600. I'll catch you guys later.